So with the major sales finally at its end, another one rears its ugly head, and that is the Black Friday bundle. That's right, the 2022 version, which does come to really no one's surprise. Now, these packs have always gone on sale around the same time. However, this type of sale does give you a very unique opportunity of having what is to be considered one of the most broken helicopters in this game, alongside at least in my opinion, a well-balanced set of ground vehicles, being the M18 Black Cat as well as the Black Prince. Now, the Black Prince isn't exactly a super rare vehicle, nor is the M18, as they are essentially the same thing as their sort of tech tree counterparts, minus the Black Prince, but with some premium exceptions to it. Now, I will be going more into detail about each of these vehicles shortly. I do want to let you guys know really quick that if by any chance you want to go ahead and buy this pack, you are more than welcome to add on my 3% discount. I don't believe it adds on to the already existing 50%, but no one's told me it hasn't, so I assume it may work. If you want to try it, cool. I see that 3%. You get my decal, and what's, not to love about an extra 3% off? That's just me. Okay, cool, awesome. I gotta make some sales here myself, guys, okay? But as always, I'm going to be absolutely unbiased to when it comes to these vehicles in particular. Now, the background gameplay you are seeing is just some, I guess, an abandoned project I had right there. You might hear my voice in the background just a little bit, so bear with me here. I've turned the volume down as low as I could without it annoying you guys, overtaking my voice. So with that being said, let's talk further about this bundle. So let me take you away from the gameplay for just a little bit and talk about the really big elephant in the room, the KA-50. Now, as you can see right here, I don't own it. I don't personally own it, and I choose not to simply because I don't really need to, seeing that I already have the KA-52 alongside the Mi-28NM, so I don't really see a reason to own this vehicle myself. Though, let me be very, very clear. I don't like this helicopter in top tier. In fact, I think this is the bane of my existence in this game. It used to be a lot worse. Thankfully, it's kind of mellowed out just a bit, but still at the same time, this is probably one of the most frustratingly annoying helicopters to fight against in top tier, assuming that player knows kind of what they are doing. The easy ones, they go down pretty quick, but I'll get into that probably in a separate video. So let's go over the details really quick, right? It is a battle rating 10.7, quote unquote, not top tier helicopter, although it is top tier. 10.7 is top tier. Whether Gaijin wants to say that or not, it is. Okay, you do have the venerable, the most blatantly, I would say, unbalanced missiles in the game, the 9K-127 Vickers missiles. Now, these things, they're absolutely nuts. 8-kilometer guaranteed lock range, depending on your altitude, 10 kilometers. It has proxy. That is the biggest thing about this, is you have an 8-kilometer beam riding, Vickers missile that can destroy everything. If you see a separate helicopter in this thing, there's absolutely nothing they can do except drop down in altitude and try to avoid your missiles. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work out. Any fixed-wing aircraft that runs into this is going to die very quickly. Trust me when I say that, okay? You also get Eagles. They suck. I wouldn't use them for anything when you have the Vickers missile anyway. You do get dumb bombs. I don't know why you would use this. And you also get the S-8KO rockets. And I also think you get the S-13OFs, or did they take that away? I can't see it, unfortunately, so bear with me here, okay? But that is, in my opinion, this is what makes the entire pack worth it. I can't believe I'm saying that. Anyways, let's talk about the next one. And next up, we have the Black Prince, a vehicle that is pretty well known in War Thunder, right? You guys know the Churchill. This thing ain't easy to kill. Unless you know exactly what you're doing, it ain't easy, right? All you have to do, at least at 6'3", 6'7", is shoot at the front plate right here, assuming they're not already angling. And some of these areas right here are very, very trolly to engage, even with the long schlong 88 found on the Tiger 2P and the H. And any sort of heat round will do the job fairly well for the most part, but even then, it's fairly unreliable because you have a vehicle that, albeit, is incredibly slow. 17 kilometers an hour. And let's not talk about the reverse speed, or not forget about it, 2.2 in reverse. You will feel it. Turret reverse, not the best, 16 degrees. But what you do have, of course, is good armor as well as a Sabo. That's right. This thing can UFP Panthers quite reliably, can even mitigate against angled Tiger 1s, and do pretty well against pretty much everything. You also have the Shot Mark 8, which has amazing post pen. I wouldn't say this is always a one shot, but this round, if you hit him in the front of, say, Tiger 1s or maybe Tiger 2s in the turret face, it will destroy everything behind it, at least in my personal experience. And one more thing too. You also get decent-ish optics, 1.9 to 3.5. That may not seem like a whole lot, but combine it with the bino sights, and you can get some good snipes in with this thing for sure, as the APDS does have a very flat trajectory. Now, seeing that this is a premium, it offsets a lot of the disadvantages. That is mobility, turret traverse, vertical targeting, gun handling, etc. is not the greatest, but you do have a vehicle that is and can be powerful depending on the situation. Full up tiers, you might have a hard time. Full down tiers, oh yeah. This thing will put Tiger players in their place, I promise. So with that being said, let's talk about the next one. And here we have the M18 Black Cat. In truth, it's the same thing. There's really nothing different between this one and that one, except you do get premium status. You still have the same firepower, right? M62 shell, M62, so on and so forth. There's really nothing different about this one compared to the tech tree version. I don't really know what the difference is. If you want to go ahead and tell me, figure that out for me, I would greatly appreciate it. But for the most part, there really is nothing significantly different about this, except that it does have some premium bonuses. I'm sure there's some differences, maybe in the transmission, maybe in the mobility. I can't find it, unfortunately. And the sad part about this vehicle is that it used to sit around battle rating, I believe 5.3, or I think even 5.0 at one given point, but that was a long time ago. So if you like the whole running and gutting, shooting and scooting kind of gameplay, especially those early game positions for those flank and spanks, this vehicle is most certainly for you, and it's premium. So yeah, what's not to love? Okay, I completely forgot that I don't have the P61. Yeah, that's one of the few vehicles I do not have. I don't personally care much for it, so I'm not really going to get it. Now, I don't really know what the differences are between the tech tree version and, well, the premium. However, if you want to help me out, let me know in the comment section below what you think about the P61 and is it worth part of this bundle. I wish I can get it, but in truth, I really don't want to. So with that being said, when it comes to the Black Friday bundle, if you're someone who is on the fence about it, for 45 USD, I would very much recommend this pack given what it currently has. Although, if you decide to not go through with this, there's always next year, and the year after that, and the year beyond that as well. Meaning that this vehicle pack, or at least the black vehicles, excuse me, as they call it here, they're going to be around for pretty much the entire lifetime of War Thunder. So you will see this again one day, should you decide you just don't want to. Although, by that time, War Thunder might be in a different light. There might be new vehicles, there might be, hell, even new vehicles to introduce into that given pack. Who knows? It might be worth the wait, it might not. But my recommendation to you is yes, look into it, grab it. It is probably worth that 45, but don't feel obligated in doing so, or just because I say so. And with all that being said, that's all I got for you guys. There's my opinion on the matter. I hope you enjoyed the bit of background gameplay. I wish I kind of made this whole individual video format for each of these vehicles, although I just, in truth, the Black Prince is fun to play. It's just not my type of vehicle, and it's one that I will put on the back burner for the time being. And still, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me and having my own opinions possibly be your own. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Thank you so much, and I will see you not only in the next video or even the streams, but maybe in Discord as well, because you guys should totally join on in. You'll see me in there pretty much, I would say all the time, but in truth, Pokemon and God of War Ragnarok have kind of been taking up my time. But anyways, I'll see you next time, and as always, happy grinding.